What up, YouTube? Bill's SB again. I got another random matchup battle with you. I'm bringing an OU team. He's bringing a mixed tier. I'm gonna just jump into this. Let's go. Challenged by Sean. Alright, I'm gonna lead off with my guard chomp. I'm using a choice scarfed variant of my guard chomp of adamant nature to give him a little extra pep and stuff, but still have the good attacking power, you know? But he's gonna lead off with his vaporeon, and I'm gonna just go and hit him with an earthquake right off the jump, because I thought he would either switch out or he would pretty much switch out. So, and by the team preview, he had no flying or levitators, so I knew that earthquake would hit for neutral damage on just about everything. So it was a good idea as he goes for his aqua ring, which I'm not too surprised. I mean, I've seen it before, but for some reason I just decided to call back my guard chomp and go into my rotom, even though I would probably be able to eat a couple scalds if he did have it, but maybe not a hydro pump. But he does in fact go for the acid armor, which I wasn't actually expecting at all. I mean, I don't really battle too many Vaporeons, to tell you the truth, but that's going to raise his defense a good chunk, by 2 I believe. I'm not very familiar with the move, but this Vaporeon is pretty much gonna give me a huge problem, because I don't really know how to deal with it. The only electric attack I have is actually Volt Switch, so I'm not gonna be able to just steady hit him. I'm gonna have to basically switch out, hit him, and it's gonna cause a problem. But I do Volt Switch into my guard chomp, just because I didn't want to come out with a glass score yet. I didn't really, I don't know, I didn't want to try to risk him, because I'd probably rather lose the guard chomp over glass score, because my glass score would have the potential to wall some of his physical attackers more so than my guard chomp. So that's the logic, and I'm gonna stick to it. But he goes for wish as I go for an earthquake, knowing that I think he's at a +2, so it's gonna do less. But I was kind of hoping and praying on a crit. That's pretty much the whole plan now. Is if I get my guard chomp onto the field, gotta try to pray for that crit. Otherwise, this Vaporeon's gonna just not really win, because it's just basically a stall. He's just basically stalling me to death with this Vaporeon, so ultimately I will win, because I will have more PP of my moves over than his wish and all that shit. So, but he is getting his defense to outstanding levels, and I just switch out my guard chomp and go right back into rotom, just because I want to try to hit him with a Volt Switch or so, just to try to dwindle him down before I go for the earthquakes, because his defense is going to be monstrous. But he does go for the Scald, and this is especially defensive Rotom Wash, so none of his attacks are going to be able to really do a whole lot to Rotom, especially considering that they're not super effective. So I ain't really got a whole lot to worry about. But at this point, I believe I go for Thunder Wave, maybe? Yeah, I go for the Thunder Wave just to try to get him paralyzed, so in the future that when he starts to go for wish or something like that, maybe he'll just get paralyzed and he won't be able to pull it off. So just like right now, it happens to paralyze him, so it helps me out in the long run. It helped me out right now, but he wouldn't have been able to do a whole lot anyway, so fuck him. But I think I'm just gonna go for the, actually I think I misclick here too. Oh no, I go for the Volt Switch. Okay, getting ahead of myself, but it's all good. And it's going to do a nice chunk, but it's not going to be enough. It's just never going to be enough. So I switch back in and go right into guard chomp. As he goes for another wish, which sucks that he didn't get paralyzed on this turn, but it's all good. That's basically the whole reason why I wanted him paralyzed, so that he couldn't wish up, because my guard chomp ain't going to do nothing. Unless I fish out a crit, my guard chomp is pretty much walled completely right by this Vaporeon now. Because I have to watch, check it out, this fucking earthquake ain't gonna do dick. So unless I get a crit, this Vaporeon is just gonna be able to defeat my guard chomp. And I know this. And this is the whole game plan now, is that I have to basically rely on a crit. I have to rely on a lucky crit. But I do stand again, hoping and praying to get it, and I know I could live a Scald. because I doubt he has that much investment into special attack. And luckily for myself, I didn't get burned, which was a huge risk, but it paid off for me at least. It didn't pay off, but I didn't get burned. But I'm gonna just switch my Garchomp back out and send out Rotom. And I think this is where the misclick on my turn comes in, because I'm gonna be able to eat that Scald, but I'm pretty sure he gets the burn right now. So, it's not gonna really do a whole lot to my Rotom because I'm not a physical base, but the residual damage could build up. And the only reliable recover I do have is Pain Split, but it's not that reliable anyways. But I'm not too worried about it because, I don't know, I'm just not. Fuck it. This is where I think I do actually go, and I hit the misclick, and I go for Hydro Pump. He's got full HP, so it doesn't really matter. But I get the Paralyze after my fucking mistake, so it's basically saying, you're all is forgiven. We'll let you redo that turn. So, I get burned, but that ain't shit. And I'm gonna just go for a Volt Switch now, because those are really the only two attacking moves I have is Hydro Pump and Volt Switch, Pain Split, and Thunder Wave, but it's all good. It's a random set, especially for a special defensive poke, but I think it's pretty standard as well. So now I'm going to my Garchomp. And the same plays back and forth, honestly. He's going to go for the Wish, I'm going to go for the Earthquakes, and I'm going to try to fish out a goddamn crit. It's really all I can do. But now, knowing, bar the burn, that I could be able to eat those Skulls all day, so we're just going to fish. We're just going to go fishing. Didn't get it there, but he's going to go for the Scald. And thank you, Jesus, I didn't get burned again. Jesus. But he's going to get his health almost maxed. And now, there it is. Now it's at full health. So, like I said, all I'm going to do, I'm going to go for the Earthquake. So close, right? But I get the Paralyze. I'm thankful I get the Paralyze. But it's all good. Getting a little ahead of myself, folks, I must admit. But he's going to get that. And then I'm going to go for the Earthquake this time. And this time, I get what I've been fishing for. Doesn't quite take him out. But god damn it, it's about time. I finally was able to fish out a crit and I get him paralyzed on the same turn. How lucky could you be? But the Lefties is going to give him good health. The Aqua Ring is going to get him good health. So it's still actually a really good chance that I won't be able to take him out this turn. It's a very big chance. And look at that, I don't. And he's going to get his Wish off, but doing the calc, and there is a good chance of me being able to knock him out next turn if I stay in and go for the Earthquake. I could have been saved and switched to Rotom right away, just so on the same turn as he got the Wish, I could have had Rotom in, then I would have just Volt Switched and would have knocked him out anyways. That would have probably been the safer play, but I finally was able to knock out this Vaporeon. It's terrible playing on my part, I suppose, just because, shit, it was just bad, but I'm pretty sure he's going to go for the Sucker Punch right now. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just switch out and go into Glasgow. And that's a good prediction. He goes for the Sucker Punch because, he's probably going to try to knock my Garchomp out. So I know Absol's, I think it's RU, but it's still got good attack. So he's going to go for the Night Slash and he's going to try to get that crit off because it does have a high chance to crit. But I take that time just in case he wanted to go for Sucker Punch. I went for a Swords Dance just to basically try to get myself up and ready, just knowing that I could pretty much handle everything he sends out now. This goes for another Night Slash. Lucky for me, he doesn't get the crit, but I am going to be able to hit him with this +2 Earthquake, stab boosted, and Absol's not that bulky, so he's done. Good night, Absol. I get some more poison heal. Now he's going to send out Sceptile. I went for Protect thinking just to try to scout what it was going to do. And stupid, man. he went for a fucking substitute. So I basically gave him a free sub. You gotta love when that happens when you're on the other side of the field, but I hate it. And he's gonna go for the elite seed, which I'm not worried about. Glasgow's used to things like that. And then I'm gonna just go for the Ice Fang. Now we can keep doing this substitute Ice Fang all day, because eventually my Glasgow will win. Barring I could take a hit from this Sceptile. But we'll see, right? I'm willing to take that chance. Because I do still have a choice scarfed Garchomp anyway, so I know I could get it. But he's gonna go for that Giga Drain. Granted, it's not very effective on me, but he didn't score a crit. He did score a crit, but I'm able to hit him with that Ice Fang. And that's a dead Sceptile. That was a hard-fought battle. It was only 23 turns, but it was terrible turns. Terrible playing on my part at first, but I think I picked it back up and was able to get that crit and turn things around. So I'm out of here, folks. Subscribe, comment, like it, do your thing. Peace.